think about when I'm doing the Jefferson curl or the kind of repeated Jefferson curl weighted pike stretch. It's kind of a combination of a passive and an active stretch. Of course, you have the weight pulling you down, so in that way it is a passive stretch, but you're also actively kind of trying to reach for the floor and just use that assistance to enhance your own intention of getting down to the floor. So this is very useful at the end of a handstand session, very useful or in the middle of a handstand session, very useful after a weightlifting session, as it decompresses the shoulders, decompresses the spine a little bit. It also ties in really nicely to your mobility as it applies to toes to bar. So you can imagine if your pike ability, your ability to fold yourself in half, increases, or at least your ability to withstand that kind of tension in your hamstrings, then the compression aspect of toes to bar just becomes that much easier. When I'm doing this movement, I am not obsessed with straight legs. Your legs should be mostly straight. You should feel a stretch in your hamstrings. But bending your knees about 10 degrees is not going to kill the stretch, and it might even kind of remind your body that you're not in any danger, and reduce kind of that stretch reflex that we all have in our Golgi tendon organs. You can learn more about that from another source. But again, 10-degree bend in the knees, totally fine. Passive plus active, so letting the kettlebell drag you down, but also reaching for the floor. And then also allowing yourself, if you like the way it feels, to kind of go into a squat midway through. So the pattern that I personally do is 5 half reps, so rolling back up to about the shoulders being the same level as the hips. On the 5th rep, staying down and continuing to reach for the floor for about a minute. At the end of that minute, going into a squat for about 10 seconds, and then again getting the hips high again before rolling all the way back up, so that I have the ability in that end range of motion to still use my muscular strength, my ability to contract the musculature to return to standing. So give this variation a try. It should only take about 1 minute and 30 seconds, so about 5 reps over the course of like 20 seconds, a minute of that folded in half hold, and then maybe about 10 seconds to do the squat and roll back up. So again, 90 seconds to 2 minutes, implemented every day, and you may see some really big impacts, again, on your gymnastics, your weightlifting, and your toes to bar. Give it a shot, let me know how it goes.